Welcome back everybody to another video, and before I get too far into today's subject, I do want to say thank you for all the positive feedback that I've been receiving on these videos, and I will be sure to continue making them. But so today's video comes from actually a comment that I received suggesting that I do how to play how two people should play A together, and then how two people should be playing B together. So this is going to be a two-part series because I didn't want to cram all that information into one video. So thank you for that comment. I'll try to post it on the screen here so you can get credit. But I'm going to be going over how to play an A setup in a 2-1-2 setup. So you have two people A, one mid, two B, and then a 3-1-1 setup where you have three people A, basically two, and then one playing connector, and then one nest, and then one B. So in a 2-1-2 setup, you're going to have one person playing A retake, and they're going to be jump spotting. So that's a lot of things. First thing, jump spotting. That's pretty simple. It's strafing in the air and then counter strafing, and you're just looking at ramp. And this is so you don't get pre-fired and you can get the information that they're out without them killing you. Because nobody coming out ramp is going to be aiming here waiting for you to jump up. Maybe at a pro level, but not in your matchmaking games or in your league games for that matter. It's most likely that they're going to be worrying about CT, maybe one ramp, maybe one fire. They're going to be clearing different angles, and all you have to do is jump and see them. Okay? Fairly simple. Once you see them, you're not going to go out and engage. You're just going to stay here and wait. Now, they're most likely, and the retake part of this is because on a take, you're going to have a smoke CT, a smoke top stairs, a smoke junction. Okay? And if you're playing on site, your other A player, let's say that smoke actually landed, your other A player is going to be smoked out. So you're all alone, and you have nobody to care for you, and you have to take down 5 players all by yourself, which is completely unrealistic. Okay? So if you're playing retake, the smoke gets thrown, okay, and you're holding on to your grenades. As soon as the smoke gets thrown, you're not going to want to molly off default. Did that land? Hell yeah. Alright? You're not going to want to molly off default because it's completely not worth it. Alright? Killing this planner, it's not going to be worth it unless there's like less than 15 seconds left, maybe less than 20. But if there's like a minute 30 left in the round, alright, killing this planner basically does nothing besides get it down a man, which is not worth it. The risk versus reward pushing through a smoke like that, it's just not there. Okay? So once you see somebody coming out, you're probably going to see a smoke come down, and you're just going to play behind that smoke. I do see a lot of missed CT smokes, so maybe something like that. And if you're an opper, you can easily like see underneath that, maybe see a step, possibly hit something. But it's a little bit harder with an M4. So quick little side note, how to throw a CT smoke. Okay, it's very simple. It won't have any gaps. You line up on the right side of this door. Okay, now it's right here. It's hard to memorize. I forgot it a ton of times. You jump throw it. Oh, see, look, I even forgot it. It's right there, okay? I like to think about it as on top of the flower plant, and, well, flower plant, of course. And it's right here. Yes, yes, no, yes, here, okay? As you can see, CT smoke is very easy. So that one has no gaps. I do like to throw one from here just because it's a bit easier for me to remember. Then again, I'm not the smartest, so you kind of just like half run throw. It doesn't go as deep, but there isn't any gaps in it. So off of that, yes, you're going to be playing retake. You're going to be holding onto your grenades. The point of retake is giving them the site, letting them get the bomb down, and then doing a 5-man retake. So the reason why you don't want to use your grenades, not only is it kind of useless because they can just walk around it because they're probably going to have sight open, but grenades are so powerful in a retake. All right, if you have a molly, you can clear out so many angles. You can clear out firebox, okay? If you have somebody stairs and you know that firebox is clear, you can clear out underbalk, which is easier for people to cross. You can clear out sandwich. You can even clear out Tetris. It's all about your grenade usage in retakes that really determines if you are able to take the site back. So CT, jump spotting, playing retake, simple as that. So your other player is going to be leaning towards connector and making sure that they're not open to palace. So like this right here, horrible angle, because somebody could walk out palace and frag you. Okay. Sometimes I see people playing this angle, which it's not really that good. If somebody runs out and your only place to hide is this angle, this little corner, and they can just pin you down, they can nade you, you have to peek out, and you're gonna get fucked if you peek out. So I would suggest either up on the stairs, you can hold an off angle here, I'm crouched so they can't see me, but you can play here, you can even check palace. And when you're checking palace, you're not gonna wanna like do that. That's completely worthless, okay? I would wait every 5 seconds to check palace, okay? Maybe even like 3 if you're really antsy, but remember to tell your CT player this just in case that they're in like a shitty position. They're like pushed up on this box for some reason, trying to shoulder peek ramp like that, because the palace player could walk out between your intervals of peeking and frag your CT player. But that's kind of on them for playing like a shitty angle. But so I'd peek this like every 3 seconds just to make sure that you're not getting fragged, because you're also playing retake. Smoke goes down here. Smoke goes down here. Okay, you have 2 options. You can either try to watch a sight cross, which is, it's pretty nice. You can kind of see, you can tell your CT player, hey, one might be pushing you, but then again, they will be able to hear the steps. Or you could play connector and wait for an underpass lurk. But that's a little risky because they could push through the smoke and completely fuck you. Now, onto a 3-1-1 setup. So you have 2 people dedicated to A site and 1 person playing connector. Now this connector player can peek palace, so you're not going to be too worried about that as an A site player, okay? Because this guy has your palace. So, sorry about that, I hit the mic so I had to cut that out. But, you can play way more aggressive, and you might be playing the setup in a pistol eco round or something like that, so you have the close angles, or you can even play it with an M4. It's really up to you. So if you play underbalk, a nice flash is this. You can kind of peek with it. It's not going to blind you, but it blinds everybody else who's out here. Another flash is here, and you peek out after it flashes. It actually flashes up there, so if you stay close enough, it shouldn't flash you in theory. Let's find out. Yeah, so you can even peek with that too. Of course, this angle does not get blinded, but people on Tetris will be. Remember that you're gonna get mollied off if you're here, just because it's a really easy thing to molly. So you either want to be good at climbing up your ladder and getting off of it, or you want to have a smoke with you to counter that molly. So if you have a player underbalk, which I would completely suggest, he could even maybe play default. A nice angle on default is getting up on the box here. You crouch up against this. You can get wide here and look at palace, and then just uncrouch, and you'll be able to see completely over Tetris. So yeah, like if they're even crouched there, you can still hit a headshot. That's also wallbangable. So if you need to like spray down, it's still wallbangable. You'll probably see their head sticking out here. But you can probably catch somebody palace off guard because they're not going to be looking there immediately. So regardless if you're playing default or underbalk, your other teammate could be triple, okay? Triple's a nice powerful spot. You never want to peek this left side unless there's one player left and you literally know he's right there, okay? It's just not worth it. There's so many angles that they could be. You're going to want to stay close right. Now, you don't want to swing ramp. You're going to wait for them to cross. You're going to be playing a bit of an off angle, so waiting for them to cross. This is a nice crossfire with your underbalk player. Or if your underbalk player goes down, you can hold a closer default angle. So once they run out, of course, you're susceptible to palace. You should just be careful of that. Also, your connector player has to have connector on lock. If he calls mid open, they could come up connector. This spot is completely shit. I would suggest falling back to maybe a this angle, which is very powerful, but you don't have as much leeway with moving around, or if you need to peek connector or something, you can't do that from this angle, but it is easier to fall back to CT. So that basically wraps it up, but I'm going to go through some nice angles that you can always use to play play A on maybe like an eco or a 4-spy. So if you have the best spawn for A, which would be about like here, maybe here, you can just run up, and you're going to want to jump up on default and then into Palace. It's the quickest way into Palace, and you can sometimes catch people off guard, running up with their knives out, and that's very nice. They probably won't hear you get up here, so once you're up here, I'd walk. Unless they're like sprinting up, they might hear you, but if they're walking up, taking it slow, making sure that they're not heard, they will not hear you jump up on here, and you can get a nice frag. Another angle is once you're up on Palace, you can hold here, and you can shoot, fall down. It's pretty simple. I would not suggest holding a firebox just because it's spammable. So many people don't know that. It's fucking pet peeve number one. Again, this angle, very nice. There's always a sandwich angle. It's kind of shitty because it's basically like a one and done spot, so once you get a kill, you're most likely gonna die. It's not really a multi-frag spot, but you can catch them off guard. Lots of people have been playing this angle just because of a War Owl video. It is kind of powerful, but it's starting to get pre-aimed a lot more, just because lots of people are trying to play it. Another way to peek Palace, get up on this box. You can see in the Palace, very nice, very nice. But besides that, that pretty much wraps up the video. Thank you all for watching. If you have any suggestions for future videos or things that I could have added into this video, please be my guest and leave a comment. And if you made it this long, one bonus pop flash is that. Pretty nice. So again, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.